Blog Talk Radio.
Just wanna get one thing straight. Everything I say on this track ain't up for debate. No, yeah, I do pray you relate. If your name's not written in the book, you'll be open out of shape. Yeah, let us now all praise Him. The God of Israel made us His favorites. Ain't it crazy? Ain't it crazy? So what if some don't believe us? We're famous, legendary, legendary.
You're listening live to On The Move Unscripted with your host, Patricia and Goins and Mr. Stout on www.blogtalkradio.com/Patricia Goins. Call in now. We're live at 516-387-1247.
What's going on? You have tuned in to another episode of On The Move Unscripted.
What it do?
With Patricia M. Goins.
And Mr. Stout. What's going on, everybody?
Mr. Stout in the freaking building, baby.
How are you?
Yeah. I heard the sounds of ting, ting in my email today, Mr. Stout.
All right. It is the month of March. Yeah. So Women's Month.
It's Women's Month, y'all. We ain't playing. Yes, we winning. We winning. Women are winning. Women around the world, we're stepping up. We're claiming our positions. We're doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the movement of Esther in the freaking building, baby.
Okay.
So I'm excited because, you know, I'm here. I used to live in Atlanta. Y'all know that. I used to live in Chicago.
Yep.
I'm still back and forth in Atlanta a lot. Still doing a lot with the Atlanta Music Industry Group.
Yep.
Music with a Z. In fact, we're starting to think about the plans for Hookup Atlanta 2023, which we know is going to be sometime fall, winter, somewhere out in there for this coming year. So we're you know. But I live, my hometown, and where God kicked me back to is Columbus, Ohio.
All right. Ohio in the house.
Ohio in the house. And I applied. So Columbus has, when I first lived in Columbus, there wasn't really a lot for independent artists. You know, they wasn't really pushing it like that. I didn't even really come into my own with my gifts until I moved to Atlanta. But since the 20 years that I've been gone, Columbus done picked it up or not. You know what I'm saying? They done picked it up. And so just recently I applied for one of their grants that are specifically for artists. Through the Greater Columbus Arts Council, right? They have grants. They have a lot of grants and stuff. In fact, if you are in Columbus, Ohio, you truly need to check them out. The Greater Columbus Arts Council. So they have funds for a lot of different creative arts and stuff like that.
Right.
And they just funded me $1,700 to use towards my gift, towards my craft, to do whatever I want to do to push myself as an artist. Come on now.
Right.
Blessings falling out.
That's beautiful right there. Yeah.
Yes. So I definitely can't wait to use that money to do just that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big deal right there. And everybody's like, you know, coming out to be a part of things that we're doing. This is another, you know, added stepping stone to certain things that we're putting out there throughout the country, throughout the world. And it is like, you know, added to what you're doing with your new music. You know, and what we're doing on production for TV and for networks that we're working with and the artists that we're putting together, like all these things is like necessary for us to really show you how the way you can get out there and really blow up in the game. Like, you know, like start to show where it is your worth, and that's what you're putting. Like you are actually working towards that.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm really pushing that, we collectively are really pushing that independent movement. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're pushing it. We didn't have the opportunities that are coming to independent artists now. They didn't have 20 years ago, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But because I always say independent music is becoming the new mainstream, they are creating a lane for us. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole world underground music, underground artistry. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole world.
I just heard George Clinton from Parliament Funkadelic was talking about that. He said, you don't have to deal with the major labels anymore because now you can do things, you know, at home. Producers are creating music in their house. Artists are writing songs, you know, in home. And then they're out there pushing on the social media, you know, doing even greater numbers than record labels could actually do for them. So being independent right now is a force to be reckoned with, and it's hard for them to, like, you know, how the way they can, you know, get back to make people want to be part of labels. But if you're an independent artist, this is all about your year, your time, ever since 2020, like for real.
And so I am going on my way to Cali. Cali, I'm coming. Thank you. Yes, so yes, on March the 25th, I will be in Long Beach, California, The Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is hosting an event at the Greater Harvest Church, 1144 Olive Avenue in Long Beach, California. Sharifa Hardy, who's going to be running for Senate, she's on the board, and there's so the link to sign up, because they're looking for vendors. They're saying, the link to sign up if you're in the Long Beach, LA, because I think it's only 20 miles. Yeah. I think LA is only 20 miles from Long Beach. Yeah, so if you're in the metro LA area and you are a vendor, definitely take advantage of this. If you are not in LA, I don't care where you are, there's a Chamber of Commerce in every city, every state around the country. So definitely go to your Chamber of Commerce and see what things, what opportunities they have for small businesses, for vendors, for creative arts, and also look into, they got a lot of different states and cities got this money during the pandemic time, right? Mm-hmm. And they're trying to help people. So you need to go and look for those different opportunities if you're not in Columbus, Ohio. If you're in Columbus, Ohio, I already told you where to go. I told you go straight to the Greater Columbus Arts Council if you are an artist and see what opportunities you can find there, right, like I did, because I heard the ching-ching sound in my email.
That's great.
Or the Chamber of Commerce in your city. And then also, Mr. Stout, so I just want to tell y'all this, right? Y'all got to understand what I'm saying here. And I say it all the time, but I think that you're starting to really understand what I'm talking about. Mr. Stout is a host of information and a host of opportunities. I actually met Sharifa Hardy and a lot of the other different people through Mr. Stout. Mr. Stout is one of them ones. He's like, who got the information? Mr. Stout. Go to Mr. Stout. He's been in this business for 30-plus years. He got a Rolodex longer than my whole body, and he knows every day. Every time somebody pops up, he's like, oh, I know them. Everybody. If it's anybody in the independent movement, and even those who are not, but definitely in the independent movement, the shakers, the movers, the people who are serious. Mr. Stout know him. He's friends with him on Facebook. He got their number in his phone. They talk. His phone rings all night long. In the middle of the night, I'm like, Mr. Stout, the hours are 9 to 5.
Yeah, you really can't stop that money. When that money coming in, you can't stop it. That's dope, though. But yeah, I get it. But,
and the Unfadable magazine. So I put some links in the Blog Talk Radio description, right? And Unfadable magazines is one of them that I put in there. So tell them about the Unfadable magazine.
Well, the Unfadable magazine, which the first issue came out, I want to say in February. And it was the first one. It did very well. Right now, it's about 1,200 readerships right now. But it's doing very good. We're getting bigger names in there. We're also putting a lot of independent artists in there who are making moves. And right now, we're going to have Rampage, a Flip Mode Squad, in there for the next issues coming up for the spring edition. And plus a lot of other mainstream artists coming up in there. MJ Savino, a 4-time award-winning publicist. So what this magazine does is, on a digital side, we put artists in with the majors, with the independent artists, and we mix those two together so that, they can do some things together and do some business, do some commerce, and get your brand together. That's what the magazine is all about. Big up to Un360 and eChoice, what they do, all a part of what, this was a whole vision that we've been putting out there for a long time. And now that it's coming together, we're getting like some major players that want to be a part of that. And we figured if we do it the right way, then we can get the people to come up there. Like if you build it right and exact, they'll come. I appreciate all of that. What we're doing, like you was in the magazine. Well, we actually will get a full article of you in the magazine as well.
You had QR codes.
Yeah, we had a QR.
Don't forget about them QR codes, y'all, because that'll take you right to the information. You know, people sometimes they lazy and they don't want to write www.
Snapshot it, take it. I think we got some callers in the house. Unfadables magazine definitely coming out. A new issue coming out next month, so look out for that. Yeah, we got a lot.
I see that 404. I I know it's anywhere. What's going on, caller? What's your name?
I am Stephanie C. Harper. How are you? I'm calling from Los Angeles.
Oh, you calling from Los Angeles?
Nice. Always in the house.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name again. Say your name again.
Stephanie C. Harper.
How are you doing today? You're part of the Empowerment Day, right?
You got it.
I'm on my way to Cali.
Nice.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Come on to Cali. I lived in Atlanta too, so hey.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was Atlanta. Okay.
All right, so we got LA in the house. Yeah, so
I've had this number for over 20 years, so yeah.
Okay.
It goes where I go.
Me too.
Okay, cool. So tell us, please, give our listeners more information, about the Empowerment Day. How did the concept come up? Like, what? Give them some, because I'm already excited. You ain't got to pump me up, but everybody else.
Sure, but one thing I did want to say, sis, you were talking about the chambers. This is the Black Chamber of Commerce. So there is a difference between the Southern California Chamber and the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. So this is put on by the Black Chamber of Commerce, and Sharifa and I are both part of the Black Chamber. She's president. I'm one of the board members. We have Dana Nickerson, who is our executive director, and Rich Wallace is the president and the owner of the organization, the CEO of the organization. So we are working in tandem together to make Long Beach better. And so I do an annual Queens event at the beginning of March, as you mentioned, to kick off Women's International Month. Sharifa was one of my speakers. Of course, I was the host. And we are going to close out the month with what we called Close Out with the Crown. And so I heard you talking about Queen Esther and all that good stuff, but I'm Team Vasti, because Team Vasti would rather be dethroned than disrespected. And so we're going to talk to the women about empowering themselves and becoming who they are supposed to rightfully be in this place and in this space, right? So we're not here just taking up time, space, and air. We got some things to do. And I think on that day, we are going to give the women what they need to take the next step.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's amazing. And you know what? And I'm glad that you made sure to let me know that there was a difference.
Yeah, the Black Chamber of Commerce. Yes, I did. I had that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I wonder, is there a lot of other Black Chambers of Commerce around the country? Is Long Beach, because I haven't heard it. Is it the first one? Are y'all the first one?
So we have, I believe, over 30 chapters throughout Southern California. Don't quote me on that. If they go to the website, which I believe is Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce.org. Don't quote me on that, but they can find it. If they want to get the Black Chamber, they can find it. But this was started many, many years ago by Rich Wallace, and we have chapters. So we're one organization with multiple chapters all throughout Southern California. And so I'm also, I go back and forth between Southern California and Northern California. And I'm also a chamber member in Northern California, but not with the Black Chamber. So there is a difference. There is a difference in the offerings. There's a difference in, what you have to offer. So what we're trying to do here in Long Beach is buy Black. And so what we'd like to do, Southern California Chamber, is find out who all the Black businesses are here in Long Beach. Sharifa and I, when she found out that I lived in Atlanta, she was like, I always wanted to go to the Mecca. I always wanted to be a part of the Mecca. That's her vision for Long Beach. And so I shared with her how, moving from California to Atlanta was very good for me. So I congratulate you, my brother, on your magazine. So I started Career Magazine in 2008, and it's still going strong. So keep the fire there. Do not give up. Don't let the slow memberships, don't let any of that deter you. Keep it going. I started Career Magazine in my closet in 2008. So I congratulate you, one publisher to another. Congratulations on your start.
All right, thank you so much.
That is awesome and amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah,
like, I literally can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited.
Talk to people about that, like, you know, like and the Black Chamber of Commerce, you know, to speak to people about that and getting that information out here to the rest of the country. If they have, like, you know, close to 30 different chapters out there, then, like, you know, we find different ways that we can bring it, you know, throughout the nation. You know, we out here, in, you know, in the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, we're in the
talk
Midwest.
to Richard every. I was just going to say that we talk. Go ahead. It's hard when you're on the phone. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we have a lot of listeners now coming from L.A. and California when I look at my analytics, so there will be people that can use this information. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, no. It's your show. It's your show. No, only thing I was going to say was that we have had some conversations with Mr. Wallace around the expansion outside of Southern California. So we definitely are looking for chapter members. We're definitely looking for people that want to, you know, bring businesses together. Why not? You know, I would love to see us have, you know, a membership directory. Listen, when I come to Columbus, Ohio, right, I need to be looking in my directory for the Southern California Black Chamber, finding out where I need to go. And listen, I just left Sir Speedy, okay? I just left Sir Speedy because I'm pulling up to our chamber mixer. I ran out of some flyers. There's a Sir Speedy across the street from my house. Now, if I had been in Columbus, Ohio and needed that, right, I needed to be able to log into the website and find out where I can do that with my brother or with my sister.
Oh, yeah.
Got you. Love it. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there, right? So the vision, that's the goal. You know, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about, you know, the opportunities that we can do. Just, yeah, we'd love to have a nationwide network. Why not? Why not?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
You know, and the thing about it is we're not the only one. We're not the only one. So we can definitely partner with other Black chambers. I know that there is, you know, other Black chambers. We just have to find out where they are and find out how to become partners. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just have to figure out how to partner.
Is there one in Atlanta?
Yes, there is a Black chamber in Atlanta. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't
yes,
know if
ma'am.
there's one.
Well, you can create one, though, right?
Right. Hey.
See?
Ain't nothing but
you can be the fire. You can be the fire.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready. And so that goes to say, for anyone who is listening to the sound of our voices right now, and you are a mover and a shaker and a leader, and you know that there's not a Black Chamber of Commerce in your city, you know, if you're African American or whatever, then this is a great opportunity for you to find out how to start one, or to think about putting a plan together to start one. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one person to begin a movement. It only takes one. And then they start to meeting other people and collecting other people who have the same vision. Now, right now, we as the African-American community, about all of us have that vision of giving power to the African-Americans so they can, you know, start to move, get the money moving, the businesses rolling, you know.
Power to the Black dollar.
Everybody thinks that way. Yeah. So
we have some people we want to introduce out there as well. When Patricia does go out there to LA and to Long Beach, there's going to be some people that we're going to connect it to. They already hit me up. I want to, you know, I'll give them a shout out, you know, stuff like that. But I definitely we're going to set up some things, something that we can, you know, get meet each other and actually do some business and bring what it is that you guys have out there. We can bring it, you know, back out the Midwest, to the Southwest, to the South, to the East Coast, to the South, to the North, like all of that. because it's really there, and people are ready for it. The magazine that we're working with, we're actually want that type of information to be a part of that, like bring that on, so we can put that, in our books, in our magazines, and also put it in our blogs, so the people that we're working with, to get the message out there and get more information, so that people would definitely get involved and find out how to get their business rocking right.
There's another call, so
Okay.
I don't want you to hang up, because this may be someone else from LA, or maybe someone who has a question. So let me.
All right. Yeah. All right. Oh man, this is great. Yeah. On the Move Unscripted. Got another call?
Yes. 848 is in your number, call.
848 in the house.
I don't know where 848 is. What part of the state is that? Hello, caller. You have 848 as your area code.
Do y'all make rice cakes?
Yes, we do. We make those too. Yeah. How many you need?
He's the cook. I'm cook.
848 is New Jersey.
That's East
Tom's River, New Jersey.
Yeah.
He told you. Do you have a question? Because I know that you have not just this magazine, but you also have original apparel. So that would be great information on, because I know you'll ship to anywhere, and your quality is awesome. So do you have a question that you would like to ask about the Black Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah.
Like Kenneth was saying, I would like for something like that to be in the magazine, so that information can be passed on. And maybe there's somebody out there that may be looking to start a chapter in New Jersey, or, another state. But I would like to put that information in the magazine, so that people will be able to, that's interested in it, will be able to, find a way to get into that. Because there's a lot of people that does like buying black, and maybe that could be that type of push for them right there to make, to help them to go over to that next level, to start something new and everything. I most definitely like that a lot, and I would most definitely would like that to be part of the magazine, that type of information.
So how would they get in touch with the Black Long Beach Chamber of Commerce if they wanted information on how to get one started in their city? Like, what would they need to do?
Well, I'm a board member. They can contact me directly. I don't have everybody's information in front of me, but I have my information. So if they want to, they can call 404-604-4511. As a board member, I can definitely walk them through, and connect them to the right people. So again, that's 404-604-4511. But don't call me tonight, because I'm on my way to a chamber meeting.
Right. I'm so glad that you had the opportunity to call in, because I knew that you were pressed for time, because of meetings that were already scheduled. So I'm just so excited that you were able to call in. I'm so excited about coming out to Long Beach, California, and being able to perform. My music is really just flowing. Skate Rock and Roll has only been out since my birthday, February 19th, and it has almost 17,000 views on YouTube. That's like 9,000 on Spotify. It's just like everywhere, and it's about to be on the Indie
Network,
Indie Music Network. Yes, Indie Artists, or I think it's Indie Network. Anyway, it's going to be all over the world, because all around the world. Trying to go all around the world. I'm not playing. So I'm excited to come out to be able to perform. And also to speak, because, I as a woman who has gone through domestic violence, who has overcome child abuse, who had to get past everybody telling me I was too old, I didn't have enough money, I wasn't qualified to do this, that, and the other. I understand how important it is to be surrounded by people who say, don't listen to that negativity. You can do anything you set your mind to. If you got a plan, a goal, and prayer and faith, if you can conceive it, you can achieve it. Believe it.
That's right.
You better believe it.
I'm a living witness to that.
I'm a witness as well.
Yes.
All right. So deep. Okay, but each choice, but let them know how they can get in touch with you and stuff like that as well, man.
You get in touch with me. You can call me at 848-221-0718. Anybody that's want to get in the magazine for advertisement, for a page in the magazine, for a advertisement on the website, we offer that as well too. So you can call me at 848-221-0718, and that's Eric. Everybody call me E-Choice, but it's Eric. And we're looking for independent artists. We're looking for bloggers. We're looking for all that type of information. We're open. We're pretty much, magazine is open to everything. We just don't want to shut it down with just music, but we want to shut it down with news and good reports. And also we want good stories in there. You know what I'm saying? We want stuff that, instead of all of the negative things, we want positive things in there. Because a lot of magazines have a lot of negative things, but I want to be able to shed light on some of the positive things that's going on in each person's community. Somebody that's doing something in their community. That's what we want to bring to the magazine also too.
Awesome. What's that number again, E-Choice?
That's 848-221-0718.
All right. Hashtag that, and also get those QR codes as well. It's available. So we're definitely going to put that out there. E-Choice, thank you for calling us up, man. So, yeah, hang on the line and listen to some of the show.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
But you have 615 in your area code?
615 in the house.
I hear you in the background.
Taking back things you don't eat tonight.
615-111-12.
Oh, that's me. That's me. I'm just coming in saying hello and congratulations, Patricia, on Stage Rock Road.
What's going on?
And
what's in the freaking building, baby? International artist.
Well, I tell you what, I just wanted to say I appreciate you all, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. It takes a village, and we're working together, so that's so important.
Is she going to be in the
name down. That's so funny.
She's in the magazine. That song, Perfect, is just, I love that song. Trying to be perfect. I'm going to play that song when we go to break. Okay. Trying to be perfect. That song is awesome, amazing. And you were on a major tour over in the UK, right?
Right. I did something Giants of Soul tour with Denise Williams and Alexander O'Neill and Jackie Graham and Janet Kay, all of them. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I still remember when you first came into our atmosphere. I call it our atmosphere, right? When we first met you and interviewed you during the pandemic time, right? 2020.
Yeah, and you were talking about
Out of control. And you were talking about how you wanted to branch into, the United States because you was already doing your thing overseas. And it's just awesome to see that happening. Yeah. And I know, Mr. Stout, you feel good because you was a part of that growth.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And you just won
we've done some great things.
You got another award you just won. And you was out there in Philadelphia performing. Now you doing some other things. So you want to let the people know what you got coming up or what you got going on for the spring of 2023?
Well, you know what? We're still in the midst of trying to get some new music out, and then in trying to put some things together. I know I'll be going back to Philly. I know that I'll be going back to the UK, but things aren't locked in yet. But we're just doing the same thing. We're just going to keep it going.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, the song for Trying to Be Perfect is out there. It's doing very good numbers, outstanding. And where you're going to take it and what you got going on is an amazing thing that you got going on. Do you want to let the people know where they can get in touch with you? If they want to book you for any shows or if they want anything coming up?
All of my social media links are out there, CandiceWoodson.com, Candice Woodson, Instagram, Candice Woodson, Facebook, anywhere that you can, digital music is sold, you can find me. I'm in a place that they won't turn the music down, so I don't want to blow you guys away, but I didn't want to not miss the call either.
Well, I'm so glad that you took the time to call.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure to hear from you, Candice. You should really get with you should really get with the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce and see what opportunities they may have, you know what I'm saying, out there that will allow you to branch out.
Y'all keep doing what you all do. Put that plug in for me. You can let them know.
Oh, yeah,
that,
we got you.
Hey,
yeah.
They make it happen. I'm coming.
All right.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, guys.
Really do. Yes.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
All right, you too. All right. That's what's up. We got them calling in tonight. On the Move Unscripted. Don't get some.
I'm so excited about California. I don't know what to do. I'm so excited about coming. Yes. Who is that?
Rich is actually walking up. Maybe he can tell you a little bit more about the chamber and how he started it. So this is the radio show, and they were talking about expanding into chapters. Oh. And I know that the host is in Ohio. I didn't catch where the gentleman is from, but the lady that's going to be joining us for New Jersey and Ohio. But we were just talking about the Chamber of Commerce, and I let her know it's the Black Chamber of Commerce. Okay. And so she was talking about, what are the differences between the two, and also how ability of having some extended chapters. So this is the guy who started it all, Mr. Rich Wallace. So maybe he can kind of jump in on that conversation.
That's right. Thank you.
How you doing,
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Excited to have you on the phone.
Yes, nice to have you on the phone as well. Okay, you were in. There are black chambers scattered all over the United States. Number one, there's two national organizations: the National Black Chamber of Commerce out of Washington, and then there's the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce out of Washington D.C. And they kind of split. One has half the country, and the other has the other half of the country of black chambers. I sit here in Southern California where I oversee 15 chapters that we created here from the desert to the sea. So we have the concept of going into smaller cities and creating powerful chapters that be able to help each city, and then we utilize that when we go on a state platform, saying that that we actually have close to 4,800 members, the strongest organization in Southern California membership-wise. So when we're looking for grants and, these kinds of things, Caltrans and Metrolink, we sit on the board. They need to listen to us because we got a bunch of black people.
Right.
Right. That is beautiful. We need this.
And you know what? Yes. So you're also you're part of the Greater Harvest Church too, right?
Yes.
I'm excited.
We work
I can't
with Pastor
wait.
Johnson. And we work with Pastor Johnson over there and try to grow people. I mean, you can't have a successful business if your spirit's all messed up. So you want to make sure that.
The first thing God did was gave somebody a job. So we got to get to work.
Jesus told his parents, "I got to be about my Father's business."
That's right.
Right.
Without a doubt. That's awesome. I'm so excited.
That information too, because we also the blackchamberofcommerce.org, or how where they can to register or to get more information.
So I know I put for the event itself, it's in the comments of this post. However, for other information, for those who may not be on the site, can you please tell us again how they can get in touch with the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce and like the links or information?
Yeah, that would be it. It's blackchamberofcommerce.org to be able to reach out to us, and we have an 800 number, 888-466-7408. So, and once again, we can be reached at blackchamberofcommerce.org. We're not on this month, but our show starts back up in April. We have a show called Strictly Business, and it's on the streaming platforms, YouTube and all the other streaming platforms out there, and it comes on at 7 a.m. California time, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings for 1 hour where we talk business techniques and business laws, the rules and regulations that you have to have. We had a human resource person here, Ms. Stephanie, on a couple of weeks ago, and then we had a human resource company that is paying out $6,000 to small businesses to help them. So we go out and we look for opportunities for small business because you don't have time because you're running your business.
Right. You know what? And it's really important to take advantage of these different organizations, such as the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, and then other different organizations that are within your city. Like I was just telling them as I just came on tonight, I was awarded a fund as an artist.
Right.
Just got the notification today, $1,700 to use towards my artwork, towards what I do. You know, to use however I want to use it. And so I want other artists and creative people, and then also business owners, you know, vendors or whatever, to reach out to your organizations. You know, find out if there is a Black Chamber of Commerce in your city, or what kind of different organizations they have that are funding. They're giving grants. They're giving money. You just have to apply for it. Yeah. You just have to look for it. They have stuff to help you with your business. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the COVID money's gone now. Okay, y'all used all that up, but there's still some money out there, y'all. You just got to be able to look for it. You just got to be open to look for it. And then I know that with the Empowerment Day, y'all have vendor spaces available, right?
Yeah, always with different things that we're doing, there's always an opportunity for table vendors to come out and show their wares. We have fashion shows, so we bring out different designers from different chain stores, buyers, so they're always looking for new fashions. So depending on what you're doing, the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, we can help you. And if we can't, you know, we want you to belong to something. You know, you need to be a part of something. If the Black Chamber of Commerce is not it, join another organization, because we pretty much belong to everything, the Hispanic Chamber, the Asian Chamber, several Jewish chambers. We belong to the National Association of Black Pilots, the Black McDonald's Managers Association, the Black Barbers Association. So we're tied into a lot of the different groups across the nation so that we can help the people that need to get help, and so that we can hold hands and help each other. So if we all look like we're doing something together, it'll shock the world if we just kind of do it.
Good.
Well, I'm excited. I've already been told that I'll be one of the vendors, so I will have copies of my book, Are You Ready to Open Your Gifts from God? And then I'll also have USB flash drives of my new album, The Journey, that is doing numbers, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so excited.
Are you ready to open your gifts from God?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's the name of the book, yeah.
Yeah, it's Are You Ready to Open Your Gifts from God? And the reason why I wrote this book at a time in my life where God was dealing with me with some untapped in gifts and talents. I was struggling between my, working my 9 to 5 and wanting to explore, other creative options. And a lot of people was like, you need to stick to your day job, and all that kind of stuff. They were feeding me negative words. But I at that time, I refused to allow that to stop me. You know what I'm saying? And so I wrote this book when I was on the radio in Chicago on 102.3 FM. I had a show called The Vision. And so I wrote it during that time. And the goal of the book is to really show you that there are different seasons of your life, And as you go through each season, you're supposed to gain wisdom and knowledge about different things, and you're supposed to get tap into those gifts that are laying dormant. You're looking for wealth. Some of the wealth is locked in them untapped in gifts that you were born with. So get to that. Like, don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to start that business. Don't be afraid to write that book. Don't be afraid to write that script. People tell me, well, did you go to Concord? No. That was a gift that God gave me that I realized, I'm like, oh, snap, I know how to write movie scripts. Oh, my goodness. And so not only did I write a movie script, but I made a movie out of my first book. You know what I'm saying? Right. Those were things gifts that I didn't know that I had. Right. So that's the goal of the book, is to really encourage the reader to find their own gifts, because God gives you those gifts because he wants you to bless humanity. Everything that's in us, what we have, is not just for us. is for someone else, you know, who may need that, who may not be as spiritually strong. You know, everybody's in different levels or different classes of life. You know what I'm saying? You might be a junior in your spiritual walk. Somebody else might still be in kindergarten. So it's just about, you know, understanding that. So that's what the book is really about.
Right. That's good stuff.
That was a lot, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Did I take a breath?
He's growing like Turns out you ready to go.
That's right. I'm about to go to Cali. Stop playing. I'm turned up. Yes, I am. I've never been to Long Beach, California, so that in itself is exciting to me because I've never been there. You know, I've been to L.A. I performed in L.A. before, but never Long Beach. So anytime I'm able to go somewhere new, and this is something positive. You know, Empowerment Day. We're empowering women and people of color.
It's Women's Month too as well. So that's the whole thing. Like, you know, it's a big deal for all of it together collectively, so that people can like see this you know, this togetherness of how it was going to be necessary for us to, you know, to really heal ourselves spiritually and mentally, and what we're going through, you know, in our just our social world, and what we're seeing in the social world, and what we also happening at home, you know. So we gotta really fight for that right there to get it together.
So I'm curious, how when you first decided that you wanted to start this chamber, this Black Chamber of Commerce, how did you end up finding out or deciding who was going to be on your board? Like, how did you make your selection?
Well, we started this as a group in the State Department, and it kind of trickled down. But I tell, when we start a local new chapter, I tell people that you're going to have to go through and read people. You need people that don't necessarily agree with you, but are not necessarily against what you're saying. So because you got to have all views, and you're going to go through these, you know, these black people. Mm-hmm. We black people. So
yeah, we are black people.
Everybody is a chief when it comes to black people. You know. Everybody is a chief when it comes to black people. You got to go through where a chief knows that it's his turn to be an Indian and not a chief just yet. So sometimes you got to go through folks, and God will continue to bless you with the right people, but sometimes he'll send you the wrong people to see where you are. So, and if you're in the right place, even the wrong people will come through and move on, and they will say not bad things about you, but they will talk about you and go, oh, well, they still doing this or that or what have you. But you finding the right board of directors is an annual task. Because you mentioned it earlier, people will come in and they will outgrow you, or you will outgrow them. So, and if they're with you for I used to own a bunch of restaurants, and I tell the people that came in, it was cashiers and waiters and stuff like that, this is not your stopping place. You need to come here for a while, but you need to be trying to figure out how to get out of here, you know. So as we grow, we get stronger and stronger people on board, and those people sometimes turn into great other chapter leaders, or just, I mean, some folks are just members. You know, somebody is just pumping the gas. I don't want to do nothing but pump the gas. I got a son of mine, he's a truck driver. I've talked to him about owning a truck. He said, I don't want to do that. I just want to drive a truck. I don't want to own it. I don't want to do that. I just want to drive a truck. And that's some people. Some people want to punch a time clock. And once you find those people, you need to put them into place. But it's a shame if you make a person a quarterback and they can't throw. So, good football, but he can't throw. So, got him in the wrong position. Sometimes you'll have board members, but because I love you, I got you in the wrong position. You know, every Pee Wee League coach puts their son back to run the ball, and, you know, he's just a blocker, you know, and you're the blocker. Yeah. So, finding the right board members is a balancing act, and you will always be looking for new people. And I tell all my people, I'm looking for your replacement daily, and you should be looking to either grow or being replaced, because you can't grow if you're in the same spot, you know. So to answer your question, make a short story long, it's a balancing process, be 30 years old this year, and I got some people been with me at least 15 of those years. Creflo Dollar said the people that started with him could not handle the situation that he's in today. So, but their purpose was to come, help him get started, and to move to something else. So he said a lot of times that he loved the people that got him going, that got things going for him, that put things in order, but those people could not understand a $10 million TV budget, you know. So.
Right.
You know, that makes sense to me.
Said, you know what? We have to run. It's about 10 minutes before we start our chamber meeting. So we do have to run. Yeah, we thank you all for the invite. We're happy that we were able to be here today. Rich, did you want to give them the contact information?
We can be reached at 888-466-7408 or at blackchamberofcommerce.org. If you want to send us an email, it's info@blackchamberofcommerce.org.
I am so happy to hear voices with the names. I appreciate y'all. I'm so looking forward to coming out there. You know, I know that it's going to be a very empowering. I can't get, empower. I mean, it's going to be power. I know this. So for those of you who are in the L.A. or Metro L.A. area, Long Beach area, the link to buy tickets is on the site, and also there are vendor opportunities. Thank y'all so much
Thank you so much for calling out. We will be in touch with you guys for sure.
So that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should take a break.
Yeah, we should. But, that was like so much energy. It felt so good to hear all that. And it's like, big up to what we're doing right here, man, because this was all about you, and it's about what we're doing to bring you guys closer to get to where you want to be out there, man. So keep it going, man. Like, it definitely, you want to a song?
I'm going to go, I'm going to play Trying to Be Perfect by Candace.
Oh, yeah, big up to Candace.
And then I said I'm going to start saying who the music is that we're playing.
Yeah.
So that was the Mirror Israel with Legendary People that we played, and then also with Sparkle, right?
Yeah, with Sparkle, And he got, when we come back, I'm going to definitely, I wanted to give him a shout out about what he got going on as well.
Okay. So we're going to take a quick break. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that was a lot for all y'all brains to understand that we're in the building, baby.
Let's go, man. 2023, let's go. Spring up, man.
Trying to be perfect, but the image isn't real. What we show on the outside isn't what we really feel. Trying to be perfect, we'll never, ever be. So why, in heaven's name, are you picking on me? See, we all wanna be beautiful, loved, rich and famous, and all the above. Yeah. And we wanna be sexy, smart, have them wish up our bodies and our hearts. Please accept me as I am, and not what I might become. 'Cause at this point in my life, I'm far beyond trying to be on all the things you've made. At this point in my life, I'm far beyond trying to be perfect. Oh, we will never, ever be. So why in heaven's name are you picking on me?
Word. I'm going in. This what I'm supposed to do. Check out my move. This how you supposed to do. Watch how you move. 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 I'm going in. This how I'm supposed to do. Check out my move. This how you supposed to do. Watch how you move. 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 I keep it low key. They acting sus, don't approach me. I keep angels all around me. Only deal with them 100p. Once blind, but I too see. I'm too blessed to be worried about them. And they don't want me as they enemy, cause my enemies is my God's problem. I hit the top from the bottom. Sold them the truth and they bought it. Y'all gon' get used to the slaughter. I be in check with the order. They be like, you stay them Jordans. I just cop them on, rock them. I just stack them in the closet. I ain't here to show my profit. I'm just here to raise the topic. Jesus Christ my only option. Bigger checks me, bigger offerings. Could never pay back what it cost them. I just go in cause I know he's awesome. I'm in good hands like he's all state. I'm in the game like I'm all state. To see me go up, they cannot wait. I cannot take chances, so the chances are they gon' take a loss. My testimony's made of hard lessons. I'm in Abba's presence, this is his message. I'm a living weapon, he the living word. By the Holy Spirit, I done been immersed. I done been in Bentleys, I done been in furs. But you ain't been in nothing till you in the hearse. Better put I'm going in. This what I'm supposed to do. Check out my move. This how you supposed to do. Watch how you move. 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 I'm going in. This how I'm supposed to do. Check out my move. This how you supposed to do. Watch how you move. 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 Griffin beat the tracker for your boy. I put in work like a chore. He canceled my sin like a void. Favor falling, can't ignore it. I'm getting chips like a droid. Sauce dripping out my pores. But I'ma need something more. That major key that's from the source. I ain't looking for awards. I'm just working for the Lord. I just got them balls sharp as double-edged swords that'll leave you battle scarred. Fighting battles that ain't even ours. We ain't even under even odds. I only move by the cloud of fire. Y'all been misled by a falling lie. Holy Ghost is my supply. Holy smokes, I'm off the wire. I go from 1 to 1,000. Blessings on me, keep that coke and a smile. I've been down, it's been a while though. Since they heard me spit this pyro. The flow polar, call it cryo. When he coming back, only God knows. I'ma stay low till he say so. And move this word by the caseload. I'm upholding my cheat code. Y'all observing me in beast mode. I'm +1, that's a free throw. Y'all can see the his C note. I'ma walk out to him, catch a boat, and I'ma sleep sound, but y'all stay woke. I'm going in. This what I'm supposed to do. Check out my move. Check out my move. This how you supposed to do. Hey, watch how you move. 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 Emmy. Hey, I'm going in. This how I'm supposed to do. Hey, check out my move. Check out my move. This how you supposed to do. Hey, watch how you move. 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 Emmy.
Calvin. See my money green, red, and blue. What about you? From my city to New York. Big city of dreams, but I don't sleep off. I ain't in it for the fame, but you gon' know my name. And I ain't in it for the change. I like big bills, business president.
Pianos play on the key of life. As I dabble in these streets with a key of white. 20/20 tunnel vision, I can see the light. Hoping that my God-given talent help me lead a life. Shit's real, I don't even write. This is more like a letter, you can read the kite. For every inmate locked down and can't breathe tonight, I'm blessed. Front row, Barclays, I can see the fight. I'm running wild though, I had to stop. TNT, gun boys at a traffic stop. Thank God, stash box where I had the Glock. Still afraid of heights, but somehow now I'm at the top. You see, I spit it for the culture. Surrounded by the fakes in the industry with vultures. Bad to inch you closer, fine china. Sipping $1,000 champagne glass with the coasters. That's fine wood if you didn't know. But you can catch me out of town when I hit the road. And see my face on every flyer at a different show. Real talk. One day you'll get it though. About to board a flight. Long days, even longer nights. My ex sent the text, said she wanted advice. It ain't the only thing she wanted, right? Nah, I'm good, ma, I keep my mind clear. It's like they want a nigga back, cause my time's near. Heard label, hear me rap and tell me sign ahead. Still moving packs about the trap until I'm signed, You see this game's an addiction, pain and affliction for fame, but it's sickening. Ironic how these dollars make change in the system, cause that could've been me, box laid out in prison. Nah, God bless. Good lawyer cause I'm court bound. They got me channeling my thoughts now. Reminiscing back then we was all down. Now the love's lost and we all on our own. Wow, I just do it so my mama smiles. And I work even harder so my mama's proud. And that's evident, I'm killing them, no evidence. Brooklyn's mine, dead presidents. Yeah.
one day I want your last name. My love is real and won't remain the same. If I'm away, no need to worry, baby. Cause I come back just like a boomerang. Cause I'm your one and only lady. And you're my everything, baby. Now take me away, let me take you away, yeah, yeah.
is your boy, Bad Boy Billy Sly. Whether I'm just chilling in the studio or kissing the leading lady or out on the street promoting our new CD, Kenny G Wall of Bass, no matter how you play it, I'm down with Patricia and Mr. Stout on The Move Unscripted, baby.
That was an unscripted moment.
Always giving you something. It wouldn't be unscripted without something unscripted happening.
You understand. Y'all have tuned in to another episode of On The Move Unscripted, just in case you're just now tuning in. Yeah. And if you are just now tuning in, then you just missed the first half of the show where we had some powerful information.
Oh, man.
You know, we basically had the board, right, of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. So you definitely want to go back and listen to that if you didn't.
Do that.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
great information.
Calling all the way from LA. What's going on, LA? What's going on, California?
The LBC.
Definitely. If you have some events,
so good.
If you're
all
in,
the way up to the base.
If you're in California, you're in LA, Metro Long Beach, and you have some events that's going on the weekend of the 25th, right?
Yeah.
25th through I will be there.
Okay.
From March 25th all the way up until March 27th.
Right.
So definitely, you know, I'm looking for
stuff
to do.
Yeah.
I'm looking for things to
right. Sign some autographs. Sign some autographs.
I'm looking for events to step into. So if you are a member of the Atlanta Music, MUZIC Industry Group on Facebook, please post your event flyers. It's crack-a-lacking on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I love it. The West Coast, the East Coast, the Midwest, the South, like we're all coming together, like how they were saying, how the Black Chamber of Commerce, how they're trying to branch out to different cities around the country, you know, and do the Buy Black movement.
Yeah,
they're out there, you know.
Go check that out. Yeah, that's a big movement right there.
They won't give us our 40 acres and a mule, so we're going to have to create that movement ourselves. Well, maybe they will one day. You know what I'm saying? I heard in California they're thinking about it, right?
I did hear about something like that too.
Yeah, we might have to move to Cali, baby. If they give us money, we move. We're gonna be like the Beverly Hillbillies.
No. Like they're like, we don't want y'all here. We don't want that. BlackChamberOfCommerce.org. You'll get more information about that right there. And that was big. That was so dope. Rich Wallace, I forget the young lady name as well. That called in. E-Choice called in as well. Big up to Original Apparel, LLC. You know what I mean?
And I have her name in my email. I just have to pull it out. Because she shocked me. I knew there was a possibility of them calling in, but I also knew that they had their meeting. So I wasn't sure if they was going to be able to call in. And so I was really, like, unexpected. My 404 number. I was like, what's going on, ATL? And she was like, no.
Shut it down. And did it again. You was like, is that the 404? She's like, no, this is LBC, baby. Loving that.
You got some other stuff coming that you promoting, right?
Yeah, big up. We played the Sparkle for the Real Woody earlier. We started the show. And it's coming up, St. Trapper's Day. It's going to be on March 17th. It's coming up this Friday.
St. Trapper's Day?
Yeah, St. Trapper's Day.
All the trappers, they still got love for you.
Yeah, the biggest and the littlest Green Gold concert series. The Real Woody going to be in the house. Man, doors open up at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Show starts at 11 p.m. DJ Surplus on the ones and twos. It's going to be an artist concert series. Max CBD and Vape Lounge. It's going to be 1125 Meeting Street, West Columbia, South Carolina. If you're going to be in Carolina out there, South Carolina, coming up this weekend, right? Go out there and check my man out. The Real Woody, he got over like 7 million spins throughout all of his records, man.
Wow. Yeah. He's doing his
That's
thing.
why he wanted to talk to the attorney down here in Atlanta. Let's talk about the young lady.
Oh, Merciful Sounds. Okay.
Merciful Sounds, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, big up to Merciful Sounds, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, he's doing his thing. Yeah, St. Trapper's Day. Yeah, 10th annual. So, South Carolina, man. Like, that's what's up.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Okay. And I see something else that you had on
here. We let's see. I think it was something that we had with give a shout out to Crystal Davis, Lady Crystal.
Lady Crystal, I gotta come to LA to see you, Mamacita.
Yes.
I couldn't find her Facebook to connect her so that she can see that we can be on. But definitely, I want to go out. I definitely want to hook up with her while I'm in LA.
Go to work. Yeah. They got to go to work. Nichelle, I don't know if you get your chance to talk to her. Nichelle, I think Nichelle Farrell, I think her last name is. But yeah, she got the Go to Work channel for NWN Network, and that is off the charts. It's really good information. So you're going to plug in a lot of people out there in the West Coast. This also Women's Month. So you got that. It's going on as well. What's some of the things that you did for you doing? You still in the middle of doing a lot of things.
I'm still doing it. I'm taking Women's International Month to a new level. Y'all ain't playing. I'm all over the world. I'm all over the place. So I just had an interview with The Bridge, right? Yes. With T. Honey and Herb Middleton and Goldilocks.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Goldie, baby.
What is it? It's a SMR Live.
Yeah, SMR Live.tv. Mm-hmm. And Herb Middleton and T. Honey. T. Honey got them joints. I love the way that show comes on.
Oh, that song is dope.
Yeah, the song is really dope. Herb Middleton, super producer out there doing his thing. Platinum, producer. Work with a lot of the,
Mary J. Blige and a lot of people.
Yeah. He go back with it. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
He go back.
Mm-hmm.
So he put it in that work. So like anything, the same thing with the Women's Month is going on. My homegirl Aria, she has an event coming up. It's called the Women's Her Story Month Goddess Showcase on March 31st, 2023, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a fashion show, live music, awards, and like dinner. Like you want you to come out dressed to impress. The location is at 140 MLK Drive, Jersey City, New Jersey. You can get tickets. You go to RSVP through Eventbrite, accommodations, or any inquiries. Reach out to 267-217-3054. This right here is going for portion of proceedings for those who get involved with this. It's going for Kings Fight Cancer. This young brother right here, man, who they doing this for, man, it's a really good cause for this young man who has cancer. I think he's probably about 8 or 9 years old, something like that. But he's out there, showcasing that's helped other people, with his condition. But he's out there helping other people. So we're definitely going to support what he's doing out there. So that's at King Fights Cancer. Check out that young man on IG. And do remember, it's going to be the 31st, March 31st, 2023, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's going to be a fashion show, live music, awards. I heard I might get an award. I was nominated.
Oh, you deserve it. Yeah. You deserve it. Mr. Stout deserves an award because of so many people that I have been rocking with over the last couple of months and weeks and time that I've known you. A lot of them say to me, you were the one that connected them with this person that opened that door, or you connected them with this opportunity, for this, that, or the other. So that was, you deserve an award because you've been in this business a long time. I know that you definitely opened a lot of doors for me. The billboard that we had in Atlanta during 2020, you're the one that connected me with that gentleman, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that allowed that to happen. It's just so many things. So, definitely appreciate you for all the introductions, that you've made, over the course of even before you start becoming Sugar and Honey. You know what I'm saying? Or is that Sugar and Honey? I don't know. Anyway, features of her, I don't know. Okay. So anyway, before we begin, you were making introductions. Because remember, it was because of you that I was able to get on Impeccable Magazine.
Oh, yeah. Big up to Impeccable Magazine, for sure.
And on that, the connections that I made from that event was also with Suevo Twain, which is, what's her son? What's the...
I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. Well, I can't think, and I just posted
I can see
all this stuff.
What's the? I can't eat. I can't sleep anymore.
That's amazing. I can't think, but anyway, a celebrity son. I just can't think of his name. It'll come to me. His name is Swaybo Twain, but her name is. Come on, Kenny, work with me.
I can see your face. And that was my boo-boo.
But anyway, you opened a lot of doors for me.
I appreciate that. I love it. That's what this is about, man. It's like you said, like doing things for humanity, or if you're doing something that you're leaving a legacy, or if you're leaving something leave something that here that people can utilize, so that oh, this helped me do this. Stand up olive branch, or show equality, so you do those things out of trying to show somebody who may not know how to do it. You help them with that. So yeah, it's a philosophy, but at the same time, it's like I enjoy seeing people get somewhere with themselves. Yeah,
I've heard so many people say you were their start, or you were the person who connected them with this person or that person or whatever, and you weren't looking for anything more than just to make a connection. You know what I'm saying? You knew that this person would be a good connection for that person, and you just connected the dots. You know what I'm saying? And so you deserve an award. Shout out to Aria for that.
I know she tried to call it. I know she called it a line, but Aria, what's the number? Give me the number. Because we're using the line for the show right here for On The Move Unscripted.
So if you're someone and you're at the sound of my voice and you'd like to call in, it's 516-387-1247. Yeah, I see she was calling the wrong line. She was calling your phone. She was calling the radio phone. 516-387-1247. But it's just so exciting. Like, even with this music, you are the music producer for the beats for Skate Rock and Roll, for Times Like This, for All Around the World. You really have been instrumental in my life right now. And Skate Rock and Roll is what's going on, y'all. I'm telling you, it is so exciting to hear people give their thoughts and comments about how much they like the song, with me in One Wednesday, which is my son,
Right.
So it's just like really exciting at how this song has just taken off. And it's a feel-good song.
Yeah, it is.
I'm loving, All Around the World. Those are feel-good songs. It's not about no depression, sadness. He beat me up and left me homeless. All that kind of stuff.
I'm actually telling artists right now, like those who are working with us, here's a tip, for a tidbit to use. Go with the times of what's going on for the season. It's going to be going to the spring. It's coming up, so write something that's lively. Open up to having a good time, or talking about certain things. Like, I know we got issues going on, but we got to change the dynamics of that. And having something that's going to, when you see that the flowers are starting to bloom or the air is starting to change, take it in and breathe out something that's going to, have a good feeling of that. You always, smell the air changes, right, in the spring, right, when the season changes. So it's one of those things that you got to just, it's a whole mind, body, and soul thing when you write songs. Like you heard Herb say to you, he reminded you reminded him, of Nina Simone.
I know.
To take that in, you know what I mean?
That's deep.
And listening to her music, wow.
Yeah, I did. And actually, when I got off the show, you remember I went and pulled her up. I said, he's not the first person to tell me that I sound like her. Right? So I really went up and looked up her music, and it's just like, wow, that's a big thing. And just to have people, so many people told me that I wouldn't be able to do this. So to have my song be number one, not just one of my songs, but 3 of my songs to become number one on the international indie charts is it's an amazing feeling, considering the fact that so many people told me that I was too old and that people wouldn't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So don't let anyone stop your vision or your dream. And then I also, going back to what you were saying, I told my son, listen, there's nothing wrong with your trap rap music, right, or your drill music if that's what you want to do. But don't stick yourself in just one box. You know what I'm saying? Make music for everyone. Don't let nothing drip up off the table. Don't leave no, market untouched if you don't have to. Make different music for different people. Everybody don't like trap rap. I I'm not a trap rap type person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you might have something else that I do like. You know, I don't like all the songs that my son puts out, even though he's very talented.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. I don't want to know about the coochie drop to the top. You know what I'm saying? However, he does have some music that's different that I do like. So there's nothing wrong with stepping outside of your comfort zone and creating different styles of music.
Yeah.
That just shows that you're creative. That just shows your gift as an artist.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't have to follow the cookie cutter pattern. You can be different. You can create. There's so many things to sing about, so many things to rap about, so many things to talk about. You don't have to be stuck in one area, only covering one subject. You can cover many subjects. You can play around with many sounds, and you can do many things.
That's true. You definitely can do that, and you should. You're going to see yourself being stagnant if you don't try to create just something, and you find yourself in a box if you don't really try to put some sort of different, creativity to what you're writing or how the way you're creating, whatever, if it's a song or if you're building things or whatever it is your art may be or your gift that you use, you definitely got to put some kind of weight to it. You change up something, how the weight is going, so then, yeah, I would do that. The new music I'm working on myself right now, it's something different that I haven't done, but I'm listening to a lot of different music, so it's like getting me in the mood to be more creative,
The thing is to always be able to sense the change in the seasons and begin creating so that when the shift comes, you're ready. You know what I'm saying? At the time when I put out the song, whatever happened to music, that was unique within that space. You know what I'm saying? But I came out with something different because I understood that there was a shift coming. We'd already been talking about there's going to be a shift, because too many artists were getting killed and all that kind of stuff. I knew that this shift was coming, and it hasn't all the way taken place, but you can feel the change in the energy. So So you got to be ahead of the game. You got to start creating stuff so that you can be that artist. Many of the artists that became millionaires because they introduced a unique sound. You know what I'm saying? Or unique music. Before Prince came, there wasn't nobody like Prince, but Prince came with a unique sound, a unique thing. You know what I'm saying? And think about all the other artists that made it through only because they were at the right place at the right time and they were ready because they already had created what they sensed was coming.
Yeah, try to be ahead of the game, be ahead of the curve, and don't be, afraid of trying something different. I get a lot of music all the time. I get a lot of records that come in, and you go through them, and you be like, okay, this the first 5 songs basically have the same sound to them. You're like, you think about what would be different? Excuse me. What would be different to play on the show, or put on a playlist, or to promote that, or put it somewhere? What out of those 5 songs that sound similar, which one would make that? And then you go through that. But then if you listen to 30 songs, and it's all sound the same, you're like, this is not, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's why I'm like, really for artists, you got to go outside the box to make something as a single. Don't follow what the next dude is listening to. A thing somebody told me is a rule is a songwriter, don't listen to much what's going on the radio, because that's going you can check about what's going on with your competition if you want to put it in that kind of way, or you're writing something that everybody else is not doing or saying, because y'all all actually listening to the same music, so you're saying the same thing.
Right. And also, once again, I want to truly thank from the bottom of my heart the Greater Columbus Arts Council.
Oh, yeah.
Because for even having those kind of grants for artists, you know what I'm saying? And for allowing me to be one of the artists that was granted that award,
Yeah.
Given that grant.
I thought I did sign up for that.
Yeah, I told you.
Because I got the emails. So maybe, that's the thing. You got to have your stuff ready, and prepared when it happens. It's there, and you put the work in. And that's another thing. That is attributed to what you're doing, putting your work ethic, together. So, yeah, it does take that, so, yeah.
So you can go to the Greater Columbus Arts Council if you are in Columbus, Ohio. Definitely look them up, GCAC.org, I do believe, right? I believe that's what it is, GCAC.org.
Yeah.
And also, don't forget to check out, hopefully, if you're in the Long Beach area or the California area, LA, surrounding there, that you'll be able to come to Empowerment Day. That's going to be on March 25th at the Greater Harvest Church, located at 1144 Olive Avenue, Long Beach, California. And the link to register or whatever is on there. And they are still looking for vendors. And they gave the phone number 1-888-666-408 that you can call the Black Chamber of Commerce, the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited that they came on. I like to say, when Mr. Stout and myself, when we, join these different music review things on the Atlanta Music Industry Group, or like the Indie Network, which I'm going to be a part of, also the Bridge, you can follow us and you can reach out to these different places, that you like or whatever that you see that we're on, and because they're looking for independent artists. So we're trying to open up the lane and show you that there are many ways to promote yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't have to just stick to just Facebook. You can be a part of these different events, different things. You can go to your Black Chamber of Commerce if you have one. If you don't, here's an opportunity to start one. You know what I'm saying?
And get more information how the way you can be a part of the ones that they already currently have.
Right.
They have national chapters in D.C., and I said the U.S. chapter.
And they have in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the Southern California, Long Beach, but then they said you can go to the website and find other chapters, know. And then what I like, what she said is on the Black Chamber of Commerce website, if you're looking for a particular, African-American business that you want to, go to, then you can look on it there and you can find a business that's listed and you can go there for your needs, like how she did for the flyers. Remember?
Right.
So I think that that's awesome and amazing to be able to really utilize, the businesses, the African-American businesses. And we're not saying anything against, any other race or whatever in y'all's businesses or whatever. But we are trying to bring together the African-American community because we have been divided for a very long time by situations that were out of our control that happened to our ancestors. So we're trying to get back the wealth of what we know we have because there's billions of dollars in the African-American community, trillions of dollars that is spent on everybody else's business except for our own. We're not nurturing each other the way that a lot of other races do for their people. You go to Chinatown, people who from that race, they support each other.
Right.
Everybody.
Ethnic group,
Every ethnic group supports their own. So we have to get to doing that. Kind of like when they did Oakland, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they had the whole, they had a whole city. They were wealthy.
Well, it's area like
Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street, yeah.
They even have that now in Atlanta. They call it that, So we're just trying to get back to building wealth within our community like the other ethnic groups do in theirs. Right. And so we're trying to bring everybody back together. Unfortunately, because of slavery, many African Americans were separated. We were separated. We were made to compete against each other because of the Jim Crow laws and all that kind of stuff. But now we're trying to bring it back. We're trying to get back together.
Gotta
get back together.
But buyblackmovement.com too. Look out for that as well. We'll give a shout out to my homegirl Catherine out there in LA too. I want to get you in touch with her as well. She's on with her movement. There's some folks out there we can.
Yeah, I love it. I love, I've been a lover of Chicago and Atlanta for a long time, really, it was Atlanta and Chicago together that kind of helped me find my creativity. And so now to be able to bring that back home and be able to display that here in Columbus, Ohio, you know what I'm saying? And then what we're going to be doing, our plans for Ohio and how we're going to reach out to the artists here, and then to be able to branch out to the West Coast. And also, I mean, that's an amazing feeling and a vision that we didn't have in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Some things are happening that were not planned. It's just God's will. And as far as for women, specifically, I'm happy that we have a month, you know, dedicated to women, because women go through so much. We've had to overcome so much. We've had to fight for so much. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah, we have.
I know you want to go to the Oprah thing right
Well, let's do Oprah. I'm going to do the Oprah speech. We've been through a lot, y'all, and so we have to also come together and have each other. We have. You know what? For everything that the African American man has had to go through, there's been a black woman back there that's had to help y'all, have y'all back.
This all the way up. Yeah, all the way
and
up.
And not just African American. We're talking about women. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Globally.
We had to fight for our right to work. We had to fight for our right to vote. We had to fight for our right to not get our tails kicked by the men when they was mad and drunk. We had to fight for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We take care of the kids. We take care of the house. We work. Yeah, we strong. Hey, it's Women's Month, y'all. Women's International Women's Month, and this does not pertain to a specific ethnic group. This is us as a whole.
Like
women,
just women, like real women.
Just women.
Real women.
What is it? Fake women? What are fake women? Don't start. Listen, this is Women's Day.
I think I'm going to listen too much to Dave Chappelle. I got to listen to Dave Chappelle. I love it.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of On The Move Unscripted. Are you going to be doing Ski Beats Radio?
Yes, Ski Beats Radio Music Review will be back on live on Saturday, 8 p.m. Go to my pages, Mr. Stout, on social media, all social media, or at Ski Beats Radio. Hashtag come get some. Big shout out to my man E Choice. Unfadables magazine is definitely gonna be on the rise. Big up to MJ out there. Hip Hop Connects. I think I said that wrong. Big up to On The Move Unscripted. Patricia M. Goins, my man, doing his thing out there. Well, One Way Zay. You know, he got new music out there. Just type in One Way Zay on YouTube. You'll get some of that right there. Got a lot of hot joints. I'm really feeling that new joint. He got the remix with the Drunken Love joint. I'm feeling that one.
For real?
Oh yeah. I'm playing it at the crib. I'm playing it at work.
What's it called?
It's called Drunken Love. He did a remix with Beyonce.
I saw that. Yeah, you know what? My son is very, very talented. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Right. He definitely, you know, all of my children are creative within themselves. But my son, One Way Zay, he took the love of music just like me. And so he is really doing his thing. And, you know, everywhere I go, I try to promote him. So definitely check him out, One Way Zay, Z-A-Y-E-E. Z-A-Y-E-E. He done told me, don't be saying my government name, Mama, say my stage name. I'm sorry, so I try to make sure that I say it correctly. But I'm so excited, you know, to be able to make music with my son. That's unique, you know?
Yeah.
For my son to even want to make music with his mother, you know, like, and then for our joints to be popping. Like, I every time before we ever even released Skate Rock and Roll, when I heard it, I said that's hot, you know. Yeah. And then for other people to agree with it and it make people happy and make people want to dance. Yeah, so we're open for, you know, if y'all want to fly us in somewhere and have us perform for you, you know, we're open. You know what I'm saying? We're open. Because I'm on my way, Cali.
Oh, so we got that song. You got that song? I thought that was a joint that Mr. Hanky did with California.
What? He did California? No, not that one. He did. I told you when I first met Mr. Hanky, he was in the process of getting ready to release a string of hits. Superwoman was the first one in a while that I heard. It just didn't make it to mainstream radio. but his other string of hits did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I met him during that time when he was just creating classics. So Superwoman will always be a classic of mine. Like, people love that song. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I get more Shazams off of Superwoman than any song, you know, ever. And so people love Superwoman, you know, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but this Skate Rock and Roll Jam, y'all, I promise you, every time I go to a skating rink, I just be amazed at how they flip it and roll it and duck it and dodge it. Flip-flopping and stuff, you know. And that's really what made me want to create that song, because I understood, and I sensed the change in the seasons. I understood it way back with Superwoman, which is why I originally did the skate song, skate video. That was what, you know.
Yo, you got to get to a skate park in California, LA, somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I got to have a car. At first I wasn't going to rent a car. I was just like, I'm just going to ride your bus. But nah, I decided I need a car so I can get from Long Beach to LA. I need to be able, but I know certain places I can't go because I heard that y'all be acting a mess. I said, what was that one? There's a couple places I know I can't go in that area. Certain areas I know I can't go to. I'm about to figure my way around.
Wow.
I'm excited. I haven't been to LA in a long time.
Yeah.
And just being able to go out and perform, you know, and just, you know, leave my mark on, you know, just leave my mark, leave my presence out on the West Coast. That's an exciting feeling, you know.
That's very dope.
So definitely, y'all, check us out. We On The Move. The Indie Network music will be it'll be broadcasted on Indie Network on the 15th. And so they have this is like an overseas type thing. So it's going to be on FM. It's going to be really out there, you know, on Spotify, Patricia and Goins, you know. Definitely check me out on Number One Music, because they always show me mad love. N1M.com / Patricia M. Goins. Like, at the beginning of the year, it was like my music was number one. It was like every month. I swear to goodness, you know. Yeah, and that makes me feel good.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's
my season. God is showing favor into work that I've been doing for a long time. I've been in this industry a long time. You too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
let's see what's that.
Yeah, I'm excited, very excited. And then me and Mr. Stout are going to eventually make some more music together.
Yeah,
he's working on a hot track now. I'm like, have you started back recording, y'all? Have you working on that song? He got one now. It's a banger, y'all. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, I'm about to start making him clock in and clock out so I can make sure that he's working on it.
Right. It's going to be on. It's going to definitely be up. It's going to be up. Yeah. Yeah.
Much love to you, Mr. Stout, for just being my partner. You know what I'm saying?
Much love to you, baby.
I want to give you some dap.
You're old school. I love it, man. Yeah, man. Do remember Steam Beats Radio coming up? Just hashtag that, man. Or come get some. Hashtag come get some. On The Move Unscripted for Patricia M. Goins, your man, Mr. Stout. We're going to sign off on this one right here. So.